Gee, Brad, what are we gonna do tonight?
It's like, welcome back to Height Difference in Force Perspective with Brad Jones and Rob Walker.
I love how I have to, like...
And I have to sit closer and do what he says. It's the same thing every time. We got this sitting on VHS tapes and we just add more and more. I don't even want to say that this was like a ruination of my day when I watched it. You ever have those...
Just inconvenienced your day?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Where instead of like... Brad's day has been ruined. This is more, this slowed down my day.
Yeah, this didn't ruin my day, it just got in the way.
I want to thank Scott Foy for this. He was the one who brought this movie to my attention. This was one of those weeks where
Scott.
I was like, I don't know which movie I want to spotlight. Do I go with the Money Plane movie that's the heist film with Kelsey Grammer? He sent me this film right away from the trailer. I'm like, well, title alone, that is an eye-catching title, and I'll go ahead and show you the trailer for it.
Overbites. Wow.
A top-secret raccoon-operated laser satellite with nuclear capabilities.
Sold!
So, if you weren't sold from the raccoon satellite, were you sold with the fact that it looks like a giant dick?
Absolutely.
A team of domestic terrorists hell-bent on revenge. An undetectable moving headquarters held hostage.
Welcome aboard the Holiday Express. Or as I like to call it, Raccoon Railways.
There's only one problem.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Welcome to Con Air.
It's a Christmas movie. I forgot to mention that to you. I'm like, you know what?
This was the lost Shane Black film.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know what? 2020's so messed up anyway. We can have Christmas in July.
Forward. The name sounds familiar. The Virgin from Raccoon Creek Campground is back.
They're raccoons, and they're smart ones.
Hold on, and how do you know that?
Story of my life.
This Christmas, you can roast some chestnuts.
I never want to see another raccoon again.
You can leave cookies out for Santa. Ho, ho, holy!
They do open it by saying, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I was gonna say, they've got the Nutcracker suite, like this is some Home Alone trailer. Oh,
Lost
God.
on a train.
Oh, God.
But don't feed the raccoons.
This is just the beginning.
Killer Raccoons 2. Dark Christmas in the Dark.
Looks like I've bitten off more than I can chew.
Brad, once again, this looks like one of the fake trailers out of Tropic Thunder. Like, that's all. And next I'm gonna see Simple Jack.
First of all, I don't know if this actually is a sequel. I think it's one of those.
It'd be amazing if it wasn't.
I-
And so they're referencing a film that doesn't exist.
The director does have another movie with raccoons in it. It seemed less like, I don't know, but it seemed less like this one is a sequel and more raccoons are just kind of the director's gimmick.
That poster, I want hanging on my wall.
I know, it's like...
I want to bring that fucker out at Christmas.
I like the exclamation point.
Raccoon, Killer Raccoons, exclamation point, 2, exclamation point.
I gotta get my own little raccoon up here. Yes, Lloyd, we'll give you a little machine gun.
He's the size of a raccoon.
I'm
not gonna lie, honestly, this looks more entertaining than half the other shit you told me about, but...
Because if you're looking at it as if it's just like a fake trailer, that's one thing. It's 96 minutes long.
It's got killer raccoons, though. How could it be bad? These are all my favorite things put together. Violence and raccoons.
You would think I would have a lot to talk about with something that's about a raccoon weapons satellite program in which terrorists take over a train to get control over a penis-shaped satellite that's able to wipe out cities, and the satellite is ran by raccoons.
As often happens in this strange century.
When it started out, it almost seemed like they also sort of wanted to make a porn, but then it turned into a raccoon movie. Because not only do you
I could see that.
Not only do you have...
It has a porny vibe.
The ship that's shaped like a penis, the characters' names are Casey Smallwood, Which, in case you missed the Smallwood thing, around the 20th time they say it, they do the, by the way, that means small penis. And in case you missed that, towards the end, there's another character that goes, oh, I think that means small penis. There's other characters named Reverend Pookie, Commander Woman. The name of the satellite program is Pen 15, so it looks like penis. The general who comes in later is Ron Jeremy. I was thinking a lot of... Did you ever see Under Siege 2: Dark Territory?
No, I've only seen the first Under Siege.
Oh, the second one's solid. Good. Oh yeah, the makers of this.
Why am I confused? Oh, Navy SEALs.
So I was thinking of Under Siege 2 in the first 10 minutes when I was watching this, because that one's also on a train, and a main character named Casey later on has a black sidekick. He's there with a younger woman on the train that later he has to rescue. But then about 10 minutes in, it hit me. This is, I'm not even exaggerating, it's a scene-for-scene remake of Under Siege 2. It wants to do like how Airplane was a comedic remake of Zero Hour. That's this. It's literally Under Siege 2.
You know, when you have raccoons with machine guns, can't you just, be original?
I'll get to the raccoons in a second, because there is a little bit of stuff to say about the raccoons, but you can tell that one of the things that they want to do is to try to be this comedic riff off of Under Siege 2: Dark Territory, like Airplane did with the other film, right down to the opening having comedic intercom jargon.
Now boarding the 911 train to D.C. Never forget that the 911 train is now boarding.
How could anyone forget that the 911 train is now boarding? No one should ever forget about the 911 train.
You'd be surprised how many people forget about the 911 trains.
Classic.
That was cut down. It goes on way longer.
Too soon? I don't even know what to say about
This is the first time I've heard a 9/11 joke where it wasn't so much too soon, but too much. It was the same joke
too
over
much,
and over again.
Too much, too late.
They do that with a lot of different characters in there, where they kind of have just one gimmick for a character, and they sort of stick with it. In Under Siege 2, there's a part where the villain, Eric Bogosian, he's on the train, and he gets two people on there, this man and woman who are having an affair, and he is wanting to torture them to get the codes for the satellite that he can get control over. They do that in this one too. And the woman on here, who's the character that I mentioned earlier, named Commander Woman, where every line of hers, literally every line that she has to do with rape culture, the patriarchy, misogyny, things like that, right down to her dying breath, where like in Under Siege 2, they chuck her off of the train.
Right this way, milady.
Don't call me your lady. That's the language of the patriarchy.
Saying ladies first be sexist?
Yes, it would.
Okay, great. Ladies first. Jesus.
I don't think they even pushed her. She just kind of was like,
I'm like, I don't think it's a coincidence they got their closest friend who looks a lot like Lena Dunham. Oh, you might be wondering how the raccoons factor into this. It takes a while for the raccoons to show up in the movie, because the poster and the trailer sells you on one man aboard a train taken over by raccoons and has to fight off the raccoons, much like in a asylum snakes on a train sort of situation.
Right.
Only imagine you're watching a Muppet movie, and let's say it's Muppets Take Manhattan. Everyone and everything in it is a human, except for every now and then that group of penguins show up. Well, here's what some of the here's a gist, really, of what some of the raccoons do in this. Oh, this is actually around when they first show up. Yeah. Oh, I really like,
I am all over these raccoons.
they're not in it that much.
God
It's
damn
just
it!
a kind of what they do in it.
Fucking tease.
The way one of the villains looks in it with the bad blonde wig and everything, it seems like one of the fake movies from It's Always Sunny. Like, this is they ran out of Lethal Weapon fake sequels to do, so now they're doing Under Siege. One of the henchmen looks just like Charlie Day from from Lethal Weapon 5. And I do like that not only do you have the CGI blood spurts, but the stain on the guy, because we can't ruin any clothes in this. Yeah. The stain on the guy at the end was put in post. This is my prized flannel. I pulled the best of what I could find in terms of the raccoons. Like I said, it's not much. I'm
so disappointed that the raccoons aren't the focus of this movie.
Yeah, no.
The poster made promises.
They're really
promises
not.
were made and not kept.
The Eric Bogosian equivalent, he is a human. The Everett McGill equivalent, he's human. But once in a while, you'll see Casey Smallwood fighting some raccoons.
I can watch that.
That was the wrong.
I can watch that.
No, it was an easy mistake to make getting the wrong clip.
Oh God! No! Fucking raccoon, take him out! Aw. That is... Wow. The big dude was so not into that. That was like the weakest. He was like,
This was a phone playing movie. Like, I was on my phone a lot during it, because you know how when we were talking about what was the remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrel, The Hustle.
The Hustle.
How
that piece of shit.
It makes it, when you're going scene by scene,
it makes it extra boring.
It makes it extra long.
The Lion King.
Which
I just had to watch again.
So you know what I mean? Like, you know what the next scene is going to be. So you're sitting there waiting for, okay, when's his niece going to be holding the grenade? Although, I was thinking in my head, because Under Siege 2 has an amazing climax where two trains collide into each other, and Steven Seagal outruns this train wreck while in one of the trains. Nice. I'm watching this going, how is this going to replicate what they did in the Seagal movie? They don't do it exactly. They halfway do it, where there is a train wreck and Eric Bogosian is sitting on a rock in the fire. And
show me.
Yeah, they jump onto one of those handheld cars.
Yes.
It's as long as you're watching clips of it, maybe it's not that
part
bad.
of the garbage we've made.
Yeah. that
was amazing.
You just got to watch it in clips. When it's 96 minutes long, it felt 96 minutes long.
Like 96 minutes in study hall.
Under Siege 2 ends with the heartfelt moment where Casey Ryback is standing over his brother's grave with his niece. This one, it does end in a graveyard.
Well, it's a very sexy Christmas. Everybody looking fine. It's a very sexy...
Dry humping a gravestone. Okay, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Because it's like his ex-girlfriend's grave or something like that, and the girl on there is the...
I'd like to necrophile you up.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Oh, my God. This is awful.
Really? I mean, it seemed like you were kind of enjoying it. I think I actually kind of cheered up your day after.
You were until you told me the raccoons aren't a huge part of it.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate.
That is ruining my day because how can a movie like this exist and then you remove the only great element in it?
Maybe the fake
outside of the tombstone
better.
fucking.
Yeah, that you have to sit through all the way until the very end. I think this is one of those where it doesn't go past like it having like a funny sort of fake trailer that actually is a real movie.
Yeah,
it doesn't go past that.
On
really.
a scale of my day being ruined, I'm not going to go 5 out of 10. That would be even. I'm going to go 6 out of 10 because, finding out the raccoons were in it made it extra worse.
Yeah, the raccoons...
I was all over when I thought, oh, it's just these stupid raccoons running around. And then they're just like, well, they're not really that big of a part of it. I'm like, you know what, go to hell.
And I think
why'd you invite me here?
I think Jonathan Banks in Under Siege 2 was in that movie more than the raccoons are in this one. This one, like I said at the start of this wasn't like a day ruining thing for me. It was more of like, I feel like my time is being wasted here watching this
Raccoons
film.
are like putting John Ratzenberger in a Pixar film, or Christopher Walken in anything. It's the Lucky Charm. How do you not use them?
Yeah. Well, that was Killer Raccoons, Christmas in
Without
Christmas
enough
in
Killer
July.
Raccoons.
Yeah, sorry, Lloyd. Okay, all right.
Watching your other trash panda. I'm the only one for you.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.
What the fuck?